And in a perfect world with clear rules and equally clear consequences, bullying like this would never have happened. Because already after the first incident, the bullying colleague would have been transferred to Alaska by a labour law measure.
Am I right in thinking there are some parallels to your personal working life here at the post office?
Yes, there are, unfortunately. And the parallel is called Michael. I hate Michael. Michael is exactly the kind of chaos colleague that makes it almost impossible for a capable employee like me to do his job properly. And my supervisors have been ignoring my weekly reports of Michael's workplace misconduct for half a year now.
Weekly reports? What does it say?
Unfortunately, these reports are also strictly confidential and intended only for the eyes of my superiors. But now the computer password thing was a good example of the chaos Michael leaves behind. I really hope that my weekly reports will soon pay off and that I will be promoted to the management level. And then it's goodbye, Michael, and hello, job at the landfill.
I understand and briefly summarise, you are a friend of a clearly structured world full of rules, but not a friend of Michael. Is there anything else that would explain your fascination with Dwight Kurt Schrute?
Well, first of all, there is our common surname, Schrute.
Oh,
seriously?
Your name is Schrute.
Your name is Schrute. Johnny Schrute.
Yes. The name change at the beginning of the year only cost me €399. Great, isn't it?
A psychiatrist would probably call it something else.
And last but not least, there are two major similarities to television legend Dwight Kurt Schrute.
Oh, is
now I am curious.
Just like Dwight, I have German roots.
Uh-huh.
Stories about my uncle Horst Schlemmer from Germany, the highlight of my childhood. And just like Dwight,
dear.
I'm a
Really?
huge fan of the series Battlestar
Horst
Galactica,
Schlemmer.
the best science fiction series of the last 30 years.
You're kidding, right?
No, why would I?
It's me who has German roots. My grandma, Ursula Margaret Friedrich, had cooked the best noodles with ketchup sausage in the world. And I love Battlestar Galactica.
Goody.
At that time, the best science fiction series since Babylon 5. By implication, does this mean that now I too should consider changing my last name to Schrute? Scott
Yes.
Schrute?
Yes.
Do that. That would then make us half-brothers in spirit. And as your big brother, I would take care to explain to you a world of rules, laws, and draconian punishments. Or in other words, a better world. The world of Dwight Kurt Schrute. My world.
Right.
That'll be all for now. Thank you.
Of course. And please sign my petition for a Dwight Kurt Schrute commemorative stamp on the local post office homepage. Thank you. No, that wasn't it.
That was funny. Horst Schlemmer, come on, really?
The computer's protected with a password. And even though I must have watched the movie Hackers a million times, I really don't know anything about hacking. Besides, eager Johnny would catch me right away, after all.
Drat!
Johnny seems surprisingly dedicated for a public servant. That doesn't fit at all with the cliché I have in my head of clerks. But probably the exception simply confirms the rule.
So, how do we get the password for his computer?
Damn. What was that password again? No, that wasn't it. Drat!
Well, I have an idea,
What was
actually.
that password again?
Maybe let's have a look on the surveillance camera pictures again.
The TV program's diverse. Is that the overlap? This is... May I interrupt again?
Yes, what's up?
About the traffic camera in front of Ricky's pet salon again?
Yes, what about it?
Could I have a look at the surveillance video, please?
Sure.
A box with tail and ears? I'm afraid it's poor Mr. Fumbleclaw who's stuck in that box. Or Ricky has a strange sense of humour.
Does it say big booby here?
It's not possible to see what's in this big box. There's some scribble on the lid. Could this be the password Johnny's colleague at the post office had written down for Johnny somewhere? No wonder Johnny couldn't find the note. Apparently Johnny's colleague Michael has a bitterly wicked sense of humour. Or he's just a jerk. Anyway, let's see. Hard to decipher. Does it really say big boobs?
Yes.
Oh my. How vulgar. I bet this has something to do with Johnny's favourite TV show, The Office. How else would Michael have assumed that Johnny would figure it out on his own? In any case, it's easy to remember. I think I should tell Johnny in a timely manner. Maybe he'll let me have a look at the route of the mail van. But I'd better not tell him why I suddenly know his password. Maybe I'll try reverse psychology for once. I've always been interested in whether it really works.
Alright, big boobs. Nope, I'm not gonna joke here. I mean, boobs are nice, but... well, never mind. Anyway, post office.
Damn.
I know your password.
May I interrupt?
But of course. And you are...
I have an idea about the password you're looking for.
Really? And what exactly would this idea be?
Well, you mentioned that your colleague Michael chose the password you're looking for to tease you with your favourite TV show, The Office, right?
You mean the teachings of Dwight Kurt Schrute? Yes, he mentioned something like that. But neither The Office nor Dwight Kurt Schrute is accepted as a password.
Maybe the hint wasn't meant literally.
You mean some password that only a real fan would remember?
Exactly. It's like a check if you are worthy of the new password. Like the third installment of Indiana Jones. Only without the face melting at the wrong answer.
The idea doesn't sound so bad.
Doesn't.
Let me think for a moment and go through all the 188 episodes in my mind.
Well... 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 Well then... Well then... Well... 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 Well then... Well... well... Oh well... Oh well, oh well, oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well.
Yes, that must be it. It can only be this one. Just a moment. Good. Then let's see if the password is the right one against all expectations.
It is.
Is that really possible? I
Well,
don't believe it.
Obviously.
The password is correct. Thank you very much. Why didn't I think of that myself? Yet the solution was so close at hand. It could only be the password of the Dunder Mifflin Company server.
I'm glad I could help.
Indeed, you
apparently.
could. Even though this action, especially the assignment of the obscene password, is a clear violation of Postal Law Section 223, Paragraph 3. This time there will be nasty consequences for Michael. I'm so sick of his constant pranks at my expense, and his references to my favourite TV show. And as soon as my promotion goes through, he can get a job in garbage collection.
Of course. Yeah, so,
May I interrupt for a moment?
But of course, and you are
I would have a question about the route of your mail vans.
Sorry, the information is subject to postal secrecy and is confidential.
I am a very trusting person.
I know, and I thank you for the help with the password, but
It's really... A cat is trapped in a package and
I'm sorry to hear that. I do not like to think if something like that would happen to my dwarf carp Bridget. But even though this is probably little consolation, our driver's route takes a maximum of 8 hours. The cat's paper prison was certainly delivered as quickly as possible. And allow me to object that it is against Postal Law Section 244, Paragraph 4, lines 5 to 10, to send live animals by mail.
I don't think it was intentional. More like an unfortunate coincidence. And if it helps in any way, it was one of the packages for which you chose the recipient yourself.
Me? Why should I?
Do you know Ricky from Ricky's Pet Salon? He said they would randomly do the distribution of his giveaways themselves.
Oh, Ricky, yes, of course. Ever since his goldfish Klaus had a brief fling with my Bridget.
Brigitte is your dwarf carp.
That's right, and ever since they had their brief but intense romance, Ricky and I have also been good friends.
Oh,
And
is that
since then,
so?
I have taken over the distribution of his giveaways to needy institutions. There is no children's home that does not have a need for brand new flea combs.
I think that's great, and since we're now both friends of Ricky, can you really not help me?
I'm afraid not.
Then I'm afraid you leave me no choice. Sergeant Paul from the local police department sent me. And he would be willing to put his knowledge about you to work for the good of the cat. So you better think it over again.
What, Sergeant Paul? The crazy self-proclaimed Captain Paulie?
Yes.
So you already know each other. Good. Then you know who you're upsetting. Can I have your driver's route now, please?
Certainly not. And if
What?
this lunatic continues to pursue me with his cameras and harasses me, he will soon be facing charges. This nutcase is the reason why I was fired as a driver and put here in the warehouse. But in retrospect, that wasn't so bad. Here, I had a lot of time to study the postal code and watch The Office. And both have changed my life permanently. And by the way, I would like to note that the attempt to bribe a post office clerk is a punishable offence under Penal Code Section 253, Paragraph 2 to 4.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Good, I hope so.
Can you at least tell me what happened? What did Captain Paulie catch you doing?
Sorry, I will take this knowledge with me to the grave. Just like the knowledge of the route of our vehicles.
I would like to pick up a package.
Why, of course. I would need the pickup number of the package and the recipient, please.
Package number Z4452U877G. A package
Alright.
of rubber mice for Chucky the cat so that he can live out his aggression on them. And no longer on me.
Good. I'll see if the package is in the warehouse. Please be patient.
So,
All right, let's see if I can find the route of the mail van. With a little luck, I can also see where the package with flea combs was delivered. What was that computer password again?
big boobs.
Great! I was able to find the route of the mail van, and fortunately, there aren't many stops. A less nice thing is that I couldn't find a way to find out exactly where Ricky's package was delivered in this ancient management software. But that would probably have been too easy. So I have no choice but to go to all the stations en route and ask if the received package made cat sounds.
Yay!
Oh dear. Poor Mr. Fumbleclaw. I hope he's alright. When this is all over, the poor cat will surely need therapy with a psychologist.
Oh crap, really? Alright. Well, thanks for watching for now. I'll just need a little break, get some coffee, and see you next time. Righto, everyone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. This is Scott Whiskers and the Search for Mr. Fumbleclaw. Let's try and follow the van's route.
So, you see it yourself. There's much to do. And even if I would like to chat with you for a bit, I definitely have more important things to do. It probably doesn't matter at which mail van station I start asking for Mr. Fumbleclaw. My ticket for the bus is already paid for this month. Maybe I'll start at Alfredo's Pizzeria. A slice of pizza is always a good idea.
So the game wants me to go... Oh, okay. Show business. So, you want me to go to Alfredo's first? Okay. So the game does allow me anyway.
Dr. String is also popular because he doesn't refuse treatment just because the patient's owner's short of money. For him, the only thing that really counts is the well-being of his small and large guests. The practice seems to be closed at the moment. Surely Dr. String is making house calls right now.
And apparently
The
elephants are
gate
not
leads into
allowed
the courtyard
in here.
of Dr. Stringer's veterinary practice. However, it's closed at the moment. Presumably, Dr. Stringer's making house calls right now. Too bad. Well, maybe I'll...
Right. Oh. Well...
Master Painter Eddie Enderby, it says. And underneath it says, we mix our own colours. I wonder if that was such a good idea. The house is apparently for sale.
Well, I'd buy it. Instantly. Hello.
A huge pile of broken hammers and stone chisels. The heater is certainly needed here in the greenhouse on frosty nights. Fortunately, it's summer at the moment. I wonder what the sculpture will represent when it's finished.
Yeah, me too, actually.
That would be Master Painter Eddie Enderby. It looks like he's changed professions. Probably a good decision.
I'm not sure, I haven't seen his paintings.
Yikes! Who are you? And why are you standing in my living room? Did Alfredo send you? From the pizzeria, Alfredo? I had
No.
already told the last pizza guy that I wasn't interested in vegan giveaways. Alfredo is welcome to keep these chemical bombs. I prefer a dead animal-topped pizza over this vegan crap any day.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that. But, I don't deliver pizza. I'm looking for a box of flea combs that may have been recently delivered to you.
What kind of box?
One with flea combs. For the hair. Did something possibly come in the mail?
No, not that I know of. And I think you could also get your hair problems under control with thorough hair washing. You should treat your hair well at all times. Otherwise, your hair will eventually take flight and you look like me.
Oh no, the flea combs are for dogs and cats.
Well, it doesn't have any
Well,
animals here.
actually, I don't really care. Is there any other reason why you're stealing my time here?
Is there a particular reason for your bad mood?
You mean aside from my burned-down house, including all my belongings and the end of my career as a master painter? And apart from the fact that I lack the right tools to get my new career as a sculptor rolling? Or, in other words, apart from my acute existential crisis and the end of my life so far? Because you must know that I actually have a very sunny temperament. But at the moment, I find it very difficult to keep this sun in the sky.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I might do to lighten your mood? I do have a busy
Yes,
schedule at the
actually.
moment, but I like to help complete strangers whenever I can.
Thank
you
you
do?
for the offer. I appreciate that. But unless you can turn back time, or are a sculpting paraphernalia salesman, I don't see how you could help me.
Sorry. Unfortunately, I have to deny both.
What a surprise.
But I am quite creative in solving problems, and maybe I can think of something in your case as well.
Well, good luck. Your optimism honors you in any case.
May I ask what exactly happened to your house?
Well, my stupidity happened, coupled with my arrogance. As a master painter, I have always taken great pride in creating my own exotic shades. My Enderby Azure was the most popular blue in the entire region. And like any professional who's trying hard, I've always mixed my own paints.
Enderby Azure? I would have liked to see that for myself.
It was the most dazzling blue you can imagine, like the mesmerizing, sparkling blue of a deep, clear blue mountain lake.
Sounds great.
It was. But unfortunately, enclosed spaces can tolerate only a certain concentration of gaseous paint thinner.
Enclosed spaces? You mean you mixed colours in a closed room?
Yes, in my living room.
Why?
Because I get cold easily at my age. Even a slight breeze is enough and I'm freezing cold. I needed warm. Cozy warm. But unfortunately it became a little warmer than desired.
Apparently.
Oh dear. I can imagine. So you mixed colours in your living room and then lit a cigarette?
A cigarette? No. That would be irresponsible. The flames hit me the moment I turned on my TV to watch a new episode of The Blacklist on Netflix. I guess even the smallest spark was enough to make my Enderby Azure burst into flames.
Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that.
I barely managed to run to the front door and save my skin. But my eyebrows still haven't grown back properly to this day.
And now you live here, in your greenhouse?
Yes. And even though the furnishings are still a bit Spartan, I enjoy the pleasant warmth here when the sun heats up the air during the day.
Yeah, it's quite warm. And have you given up your profession as a painter and now switched to sculpting? Or why are you standing in front of this block of stone?
Well, all my belongings, including my beautiful paints and my expensive brushes, unfortunately fell victim to the flames. And sculpting and wood carving have always been two of my favorite hobbies. And I think I can claim to have some talent in these two artistic branches.
Now that's what I call a stroke of luck. And you're working here on what, exactly?
Yes, I must have really been lucky. One of my well-heeled Enderby Azure fans was kind enough to commission me to carve the portrait of one of his favorite actors in stone. He would like the bust to decorate the foyer of his penthouse. But I'm afraid that my new career is already over before it even begins.
What's the problem?
The problem was, or rather is, the 100-piece set of hand-forged hammers and chisels which I ordered on Amazon for €49.99. I was hoping for an inexpensive start to my new profession.
Am I correct in assuming that this large pile here represents said Amazon order?
It does.
That's how it is. The hammers do last a while, but the chisels supplied, they break directly after 2 or 3 blows. And now I'm standing here with a handful of hammers, 0 chisels, and complaining to a complete stranger delivering pizza in my new makeshift, well-tempered living room. And even if I appreciate your interest in my life story, or rather crisis, I think you should leave my living room now.
Alrighty.
At least now I have the time to ponder a little on the subject of wrong decisions. You wanted to leave now? However, feel free to come back when you have a dead animal-topped pizza with you. Staring at this block of stone is starting to make me hungry.
Well, I guess that's a good hit. Let's get him some animal top pizza.
An old wooden board. Has probably been here for a while and smells deliciously of pizza.
Can I take...
Great, now wherever I go, it smells like delicious pizza. vegan cheese pizza I absolutely must try.
I'll try too.
Since the invention of vegetarian salami, nothing stands in the way of a vegetarian salami pizza. And
True.
after all, every good pizzeria needs pepperoni pizza in its assortment.
Oh. Glasses.
Some guest must have forgotten the sunglasses. I better take this ugly fashion accessory.
Alright. Hello, Alfredo.
Hello, my young friend. Welcome to Alfredo's, your specialist with a wide selection of animal-friendly pizza dishes. Unfortunately, I'm not hiring new pizza drivers at this time. Please, come back again after my sensational new vegan cheese pizza is launched. Then I certainly need all the help I can get to meet the sensational demand.
Hi, how come everyone in this game thinks I'm a pizza boy?
Oh, you are not here for my job posting regarding a mobile customer service representative? Then I apologize for the oversight. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. And that may sound a little strange now, but have you perhaps recently received a package with a beautiful white cat from the post office?
A white cat? A toy?
No, a live one. Hopefully.
No, sorry, of course not. A cat here would also be a complete hygienic disaster. Unfortunately, my customer react quite indignantly to cat hair on their pizza.
Oh, what a pity. Then I apologize for the interruption. I'll have to look elsewhere for Mr. Fumbleclaw.
Mr. Fumbleclaw? Is that the name of your cat?
He is. Well, actually, Lord Fumbleclaw, but Mr. Fumbleclaw works too.
As I said, I'm afraid I can't help you there. But if you need a little vegetarian boost to gather strength for the search for your lord, well, you have come to the right place. Soon,
That's good.
you'll be able to buy the best vegan cheese pizza in the whole country, developed with the help of an artificial intelligence according to my own highly secret algorithms. And until then, here is the best garlic bread in the country, with delicious homegrown ceiling mushrooms.
That sounds really
alright.
kind of yummy. Could I please buy one of your vegan cheese pizzas?
Sorry, my young friend. As I said, this new sensational type of cheese pizza will not be available for a while. The new vegan cheese machine I developed is unfortunately stuck somewhere in the mail. But I expect the package any day. And then you are cordially invited to become my first customer of the sensational cheese pizza. And until then, just taste my delicious garlic bread with spicy, homegrown ceiling mushrooms.
I like the garlic bread.
I will.
But I've never heard of ceiling mushrooms. In which forest do they grow?
Forest? No forest.
The ceiling
As the name
forest.
suggests, they grow on my ceiling. A very fine, small-poured spicy mold with a very special aroma.
Excuse me? You mean the mushroom grows on the ceiling here in your pizza parlor?
That's
Yes.
right.
And you sprinkle that on your garlic bread?
Yes, and the mushrooms gives the bread an incomparable flavor, insanely delicious.
Ugh! Isn't that hygienically unacceptable?
Hogwash! It's a unique selling proposition. And my customers love my ceiling mushroom garlic bread.
Probably because they don't know what they're actually eating.
Ah, my critical young friend. Mushroom is mushroom. There
you
is
don't
no
say.
good mushroom and no bad mushroom. There are only mushrooms that taste good and mushrooms that do not. And the former belong on a pizza. Or on a garlic bread. However, I will probably cancel the offer as soon as I have my hands full with my new sensational vegan cheese pizza. So if you don't want garlic bread, please come back as soon as this sensational pizza is on sale. Then I might also have the job as a pizza driver, for which you are actually here today.
I am not a pizza boy.
Hogwash! You have this natural, incredibly intense pizza boy charisma. As if you
really?
were born for it. Such charisma in this intensity is extremely rare. Surely you will be swimming in tips.
Do you really think so? The tips sound really interesting. Maybe I really will get back to you after I find Mr. Fumbleclaw.
Do that. And if nothing else, I would like to continue working now. I have a large order of sealing mushroom garlic bread to work off.
Of course. And don't worry, the health and hygiene department will not get any information from me.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Alfredo has only vegetarian and vegan dishes on his menu. Behind the display case, Alfredo has a selection of his most delicious pizzas on display for your perusal. But I'm pretty sure that these are all just dummies and drawings of pizzas. Still, they look so incredibly delicious.
Well, they do. So that's how you get the mushrooms on the pizza.
Pretty brave as a pizzeria to offer only vegetarian and vegan dishes.